What is up, everybody? Welcome back, Fox Body Garage. Okay, the continue of the C10 1971 pickup truck is on hold due to parts did not arrive. For a quick recap, let me tell you what we did, guys. We ordered radiator electric fan setup. We ordered tranny lines, transmission cooler, and fittings, all from Jegs. They didn't arrive this week. And also the two-piece drive shaft that came out of this truck is not going to work. The tube is only like 2 inches. We got to get probably a 3.5-inch tube. It's going to be a two-piece setup, but it's going to be a beefy ring and pinion and bearing and carrier center section for the two-piece drive shaft. So that's the update, and you know, we really got nothing else we could do to the truck. And also we ordered a shifter for the transmission. It's going to be a column shift like the factory. We're going to keep it that way. So that's the update for the C10. We ain't got nothing to do today. So instead of making no content, I got a little surprise. I'm kind of happy about it, guys. I bought a couple of dirt bikes. One is a real smoker. It runs, it rides fine. It's a 1997 XR200R. It smokes like a smoke machine. But you know what? Nothing that a little piston and ring can't fix. And then we got a good running bike. Without further ado, let me show you. If you might have seen it on my Facebook page, if you want, hit me up, Sal Ford on Facebook, and Sal Ford 338 on Instagram. Just giving you guys a heads up for you who want to follow me, who don't, whatever. So that's, with that said, let's check out the XR200 we picked up. We got it for a good price. Like I said, the bike is a smoker. It's like a smoke machine, but it does run and ride. So my theory is, for the money I paid, another couple of $100, and we'll have a great running 4-stroke Honda XR200R. So without further ado, guys, here's the walk around. There it is, guys. Vintage bike. Vintage. Love it. XR200R. It's all original. It's got the original tires on the bike, original seat, original plastic, original bars. It looks like the cylinder head, the top end, has never been taken apart. It's got the original from the factory pipe. I took the plastic off. I have the plastic over there. And then I said, you know what? Instead of no content for the Fox Body Garage channel, like I stated in all my videos, we do everything here, not just Fox Bodies. Our main purpose, or our main content for the channel, is Fox Body, and we have another build coming in after the one outside. So I'm getting off course. Back to the bike. XR200R. It's a factory pipe, factory air box. Everything is factory. The only thing I noticed, somebody tried putting a carburetor on it, because that is definitely a Chinese carburetor, not a Japanese. I make funnies, guys. But the rest of the bike is all original. Looks like the cylinder head has never been taken off. I can see some carbon buildup over here. It could be just leaking from there. It could be leaking from a head gasket. We don't know why it smokes just yet. So today's task, since I got nothing going on with the C10, I'm going to rip this thing apart today and see what's going on. Is it just a ring? Is it piston and ring? Is it a cylinder piston and ring? So we'll see what's going on and what we're up against. Basically, just take a couple of bolts off, 10 millimeter, that comes off. To get the seat off, I believe there's 2 bolts under here, 10 millimeter, 1 and 2. I already took them off. Comes up. And I'm sure there's some kind of clip or something, if I remember correctly. I'm more of a 2-stroke guy. which I got one of those for the channel. Yeah, there you go. See, there's a little clip. You slide the seat down, the seat comes right off. Looks like either the seat was rewrapped or it's original seat. I don't know. That don't look like a rewrap job to me. And if it is, somebody did a hell of a job. I think this is an original seat too, guys. I could be wrong, but that's what we got. Seat off. And we got a 10 here. A 10 here, 10 here. I got those out. I got these two out, but this one looks like it's stripped. Or, it's not coming out, so we got to fight with that a little bit. Then I'm going to remove the carburetor and the gas tank. And we're going to start tearing down into this thing and see what we got. So, stay tuned for an update, and I'll be back. XR200R Honda tear down, top end rebuild. Unless I find something else that made it smoke. So, stay tuned, be back. Also, guys, while I'm at it, I forgot to mention to you, we got the TTR 250 with 230. We're doing a little oil change, some maintenance, plugs, clean out the carburetor, all the nice stuff, get the bike running real good. And we also got a new member of the family. Let me give you guys a little quick view. We'll probably do a series on that. My little honey. Hey, we got my little son there. Say hi. You got us some breakfast. Good boy. There she is, baby. This is my baby right here. RM 125 2001. Picked it up for a good deal. Needs some work. The kids who had it, they painted stuff, stuff like that. It's missing the number plate here. It needs a chain and sprocket. It needs a back tire. But compression is good. Bike starts and runs up good. Got no issues with the motor, tranny shifting, none of that. I mean, it needs some levers and, we'll clean it up. We'll clean it up, make it look a little decent. The kids, they painted it blue and stuff, fooling around, whatever. But we'll try to bring it back to stock as possible. And there'll be a video series on this build too, guys. So with that said, we'll be right back. Let me get back on that Honda XR. Let's see what's going on. Also, guys, we got my man Bruce's vehicle right there. As soon as I get that C10 done, we'll be doing a motor build and motor swap, transmission. We got Florida 5.0 gauges going in that, and we'll have a complete build series on that. Hopefully I could get the rear end out of the donor car over there, so I could junk that car. If anybody needs any Fox Body parts, come and get them. Hit me up, and we'll make arrangements. You pull it, you own it. That's it. I don't charge you for nothing. And we got the LS motor here that we'll be doing a build for my man my man Mackie for his Malibu. He thinks we forgot about him, but we didn't. Financially, things changed. We had to put it on hold for a little bit, but by the summer we should have that build going. So Fox Body Garage for 2021, guys, I told you we got a lot of shit going on. And it's just going to get better. Help me grow. Help me expand my channel. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. Smash that fucking button. Smash it. Leave a comment. Guys, let's communicate. We got to be a family. Fox Body family. Dirt bikes, cars, everything. Motorsports, whatever. Jet skis. I'm doing it all here, guys. Having the time of my life. As long as I'm healthy and I can keep going and keep the family happy, the wife happy, me happy, everybody will be good. My wife is very understanding. I do got to take time for her. My man Ray wants to get inside the camera. Say, what's up, Ray?
Oh, what's up?
That's my man Ray. He's my new sidekick. We'll be doing a lot of builds together on bikes, and we'll be trying to, hopefully, maybe we could sell one or two and buy one or two and all kinds of stuff for Fox Body Garage for 2021, guys. All kinds of stuff. My little son will be doing his little XR50 today. We got the carb kit. Bike's been sitting a long time. We went to Honda. We picked up a carburetor rebuild kit for him. We're going to teach him how to rebuild the carburetor, his first carburetor. He'll learn how to turn wrenches today, and we'll see how that goes. So with that said, guys, stay tuned for the update. Let me tear into this Honda XR and see what's going on with it. We'll see why it's smoking. We got to see why it's smoking. We're going to tear it down little by little. I noticed right off the bat, this crankcase ventilation or something goes somewhere into here. It's supposed to go into the air box. When I did have the bike running, it was smoking out the exhaust, and I would feel the motor puffing out of this thing too. So that means that air's getting past the piston, going into the crankcase. I'm almost positive it needs a ring and piston. I'm just hoping that the bore, cylinder bore, is not bad, and we could just put a new piston and a new ring in it, do a little head work, maybe shave it, boost the compression, put a new valve seals and seats in it and stuff like that. Minimum as possible. Other than that, the bike ran, it shifted, it was low on power, and it smoked. So that's all signs that's telling me that the ring and piston is bad. So let me get into it. We'll be back. Let me pull the tank off. Let me start ripping this thing back. Let me start ripping this thing back down, and we'll see what we got. So stay tuned. I'll be back, guys. Sal, say peace.
Peace.
There you go. Good boy. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, everybody, we got the gas tank out. We got the carburetor off. And the seat and all the plastics. We did a compression test. The bike's got 150 PSIs of compression. So that's telling me that the bike don't need rings, and the oil blow-by is not from the piston below. The oil blow-by from smoking is from the head up. So I'm going to say that the seals or the guides in the head are bad, and that's why the bike smokes like a smoke machine. That's my guess, guys. 150 PSIs. I see bikes run forever with 120. And I think brand new, these bikes only had like 180, 190. So 150 is definitely acceptable. This motor still is good, I believe. I believe the problem is going to be in the head. Cylinder head. Valve stem seals and valve guides. We'll see when we get the rocker box off. This is the rocker box. Pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. But what we have to make sure is the timing of the motor when we remove the CDI, I think it's called. Yeah. I believe this CDI mark here, you got to open this up, and you're going to see the timing mark with a T. And then you're going to see, let me see if I can get those bolts off real quick. See how we do it. Let me see if I can put you guys down somewhere you can watch a little bit. Laugh. I gotta get a tripod, guys. I know. Not good there. Where can I get you guys? Let's see. How about that? There you go. Okay. I'll try not to block it. What's up, everybody? We got our little tripod today. So like I was saying, let's remove the CDI. Let's remove the cap here. And let's see what kind of timing marks we have so we can line up the timing marks without screwing the bike out of time. Because like I said, we had 150 PSI of compression, which brand new, they only had 190. So 150 is definitely serviceable. Bike should run fine. When you kick it, you do feel the compression. The compression release valve does work. So let me pop this out. See if we can get oh, that's gonna be fun. This is a factory original bike, guys. Look, these covers have never been apart. Look at the new bolts under there from the factory. bike is factory original. Nothing has ever been changed or touched on this bike. So let's see what's going on. If I can get this off without breaking it. That's one. Put that there for now. That's two. Check that out. Came off. Surprise. Usually these bolts, they drive you nuts. And you need that impact wrench to get it off. Okay. It's clean in there. I don't see no oil or anything going on in there. That's good. So that means the seal. Let's put that. And this, we'll leave it right here for now. Okay. Now, let me get the camera. I'll show you what I meant about the timing marks. I believe that's how it works. It's been a long time since I worked on motorcycles, guys. And I was mostly a two-stroke guy. But anyway, if you see here, you see this line? See the line that's on this black? I think they call this, I forgot what it's called, man. Anyway, there's a line here, and you see the line down here? That line and this line got to match up. So if my buddy Ray can kick it slowly, just pull it, don't kick it, just push it slowly, and it should line up. Keep going. Oh, too far. Keep going again. Look, you see this line, Ray? You see this line?
Mm-hmm.
I want that line and this line to match up.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing got compression.
Oh, it went by.
Yep,
It rolled.
yep. Maybe you could do, is it in gear? Hold on. God,
Right, it was in gear.
it was in gear. All right. Hey, guys, we're now, too far.
All right, we'll get
Come
it.
on.
Wow, what do you want me to
Third
do?
time's a charm. Come on, Ray. Slowly. Hold on. Let the compression get out. Let it get
Right,
out.
let it cut out.
Now go slowly. That's it. Easy. Why is that tire still moving? Hold on.
I'm right there. Look.
Go ahead,
Ready?
A little. Move the tire. Let me see if you do with the tire by easier.
No, because now you're not in
Okay,
gear.
all right, just check.
We could have did it while
Tap, right there, bam, look at that, Raymundo.
it's right in.
He got it perfect. So that's where the timing mark is gonna be, so we should be at top dead center. So, let me tear into this. I'm gonna take the bolts off, remove it. Let's take this one out right here, and let's make sure the timing marks are on. Give me a flathead screwdriver. See if you can pop that off. The one that we were using to adjust the shock. I hide the shock a little bit, right here.
I know, I just...
Here, pop this off. I can't do it with one hand, Ray. Come on, Ray. We're on video here. Oh, boy.
I don't want
Hold
to
on a
strip
second.
that. We need a...
All right, watch your back, right. Let me see. We'll keep you guys up here. Have a good laugh as we knuckle around with this thing. I don't know if you could see it, but just don't
You want
block
a
the
hammer
camera.
so you can tap it?
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
You're going to have to tap it. I'm going to have to hold it. It's the only way it's going to break. There it goes.
All right, a little taparoo, and it came right off. So right now, if I'm correct, this should have a timing mark right there.
Yeah, look at that.
And there it is.
Dead nuts.
There it is.
So,
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. I'm going to give you a shot
get that light.
at it. Can you see in there? Shine it above. Up here, like that. There you go. I don't know if you guys could see, but there's a little mark right there inside the center. Right here. Right in there. You'll see a little dimple or a dot. So that's what we got. So we're in time right now. Let me, let me, start removing the rocker box and all that stuff, and I'll get back to you guys. All right. All right, so real simple, guys.
What's up?
We got the timer. This goes like this, right, with two bolts. I put a mark there and a mark on the piece so I know where it was. So when we go to put it back, There's 2 Allen keys that hold it in, one here, and this comes off. This is the ignition, the CDI, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to lay that to the side for now. One 10mm bolt. I already loosened it. Take that out. And this is a point system, I guess. Or, I don't know, like the distributor, the ignition system, whatever you want to call it. Comes out like that. The 10mm bolt goes on, no problem. There's a keyway over here, and there's a keyway over here on the camshaft. There's a little keyway there. You got to make sure when you put it back that the keyway lines up over here. This is the camshaft, okay? So we're going to put this on the side. Let me show you what it looks like. It has the little magnet on top here, and it has a little keyway over there that lines up with the keyway on the camshaft. Okay, that's what times the motor. This is the ignition system. The ignition system, okay? All right. Now, there is 2 10mm bolts. These guys right here that hold this housing on, that holds the ignition system that we just took off, and hopefully it pops off. And it does. Look at that. Bam. Comes off like that. 2 bolts, one here, one here. It's got a seal in the middle. It's got an O-ring back here. And it's got a gasket around here that hopefully it didn't break, which it doesn't look like it did, but we could put a little sealer on it anyway. All right? So that's how that goes. So let's put this back in here, and that's how it was on the bike. Okay? Now we got the camshaft exposed. Here it is. Okay? You can't remove the camshaft unless you take the chain off. And let's see how the slack in the chain is. Take a little screwdriver. Oh man, look at that thing. That thing is slapping like no tomorrow. The good thing about these bikes, I'm going to give you guys a tip. Okay? The good thing about these bikes is, if you look right here, I'm not going to pull it off and do it right now, but if you pull this off, you can adjust the tensioner on the timing chain. There's 2 tensioners that run inside the cylinder, and you can adjust it by here. We're not going to screw around with that right this minute. We're not going to take the chain off the camshaft either right this minute. All we want to do is get the rocker box off to check the valve guide seals. So let me work on that. It's a couple of bolts. 1, 2, 3. Also, there is this compression relief valve here. We got to figure that out. I don't, like I said, I never really screwed around with the 4-stroke, so we'll figure it out as we go, and I'll give you guys an update, and we'll go from there. Like I said, we're going to do the XR50 today. We're going to do the carburetor. But first, let me get the XR, so if we have to order any parts, we can order it. Today's Saturday, and the sooner the better. All right, I'll be back. All right, everybody. Plans changed as we were ripping into it. In order to get the rocker box off, like this, we had to remove the motor. So, we removed the motor. And now we're going to see what we got inside. We might put a piston and ring in it anyway because they're cheap enough. We'll get good, better compression, even though we had 150 PSIs. And I didn't look it up yet, but I think it's 190 PSIs that the bike is going to have, 180. If that's the case, I might not even bother. But it would be a shame because I do have the motor apart, and it is only like $150 for a piston ring and this and that. So we'll see what's going on, but the motor is out. It took us about a half hour. Unbelievable. So that's today's project at Fox Body Garage. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe some people pick up on it and they'll learn something. when I get into tearing the motor down, we'll do another video, but that's what we did today, guys. Hope you enjoyed your Saturday. It's a little gloomy, raining out today. Me and Ray, we got it done pretty quick. So, till the next time, Fox Body Garage. Thanks for commenting, subscribing, liking, all that jazz. Smash that subscription button. Hopefully we can get back on the C10. If the parts come back, I really want to get this truck running. And the drive shafts in the drive shaft shop, getting a new carrier bearing and yoke and bigger torque tubes. And we're waiting for radiator, tranny lines, tranny cooler, and all that stuff. So, and then we still got to work. Oh, you know what? I could have did the power steering lines today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I forgot the power steering and the AC line, which is not the end of the world, but instead we screwed around with the Honda XR200. Motor's out. Motor's out. We're gonna give it a run. So enough babbling. Let us get back to work. Probably just gonna clean up a little bit, and that'll be it. So have a good day. Better tomorrow, everybody. Fox Body Garage. Peace out. What's up, everybody? We're back at it. Check it out. We decided to take the motor off and check it out, and it looks like this piston is brand new. I guess that's why it had 150 PSIs. So that tells me someone bought the bike before me. They put a brand new piston in it, and it's still smoked, and they didn't know why. The question I have now is, there's a little scoring on one of the cam bearing surfaces on the head. I don't know if we're going to even address any of that. I'm not sure yet, but it is a little scored up right here. If you can see it, I can catch. Not really. I guess we're going to leave that. I'm not even worried about that right now. That wasn't the problem of the bike smoking, that's for sure. And the thing that's driving me crazy is how come the cylinder didn't separate? And it looks like that was the problem. Like it had a blown head gasket or something. So, further digging into this little XR200 rebuild, I wish the cars were this easy to take apart. Yeah, it looks like somebody was in here already. Because this can't be a factory piston, man. Look how clean this thing is. I'm gonna, look at the numbers. I'm gonna check the piston ring gap and all that stuff. But like I said, it leads me not to believe that this thing had 150 PSI of compression for a reason. I think somebody must have changed this piston and the bike still was smoking and they couldn't figure out why. And they panicked, and that's why they sold it to me for pennies on the dollar. Because that looks like a brand new piston to me, man. Even under it. This ain't no 20-year-old piston, no way. And the rings are not bound, they look brand new. The oil ring is in the right location. So I'm gonna say we're good here, man. So that's a good sign for us. So far we're looking at a gasket set. And I guess we're gonna check the valve seals next, because I think that's what it was. And what they did was they took the head off. They never even took the rocker, the cylinder head part off. They pulled it off the way it came off for me, put a new piston, put it back together, and the bike was smoking. So the bike probably never even needed a piston to begin with. It just needed the valve seats or guides cleaned up, because I think that's why it's smoking. So that's what we're up against here again, guys. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to check it out and see what's going on. I'm going to pop the springs apart and see what we got. But it's looking good. That's good. Hopefully I can just clean up the seal or put a new valve stem seals and put it back together, and we'll have a good bike. Stay tuned. Fox Body Garage. XR200R build. Don't laugh, guys. It's time. Summertime's coming. We're gonna have this bad boy. We're gonna have the RM125. We're gonna do the carburetor kit on my son's XR50. Put him in the back of the pickup truck. Go meet my boy Ray up in Binghamton. They got the track out there. We're gonna start, dirt bike ride. All right, we'll be back. Let me take the cylinder head apart.